There we go. And we're back. Well, I'm happy. Are you happy?
Very.
Pixar's back. Pretty much, yeah. That's so we got Inside Out. This might be the best movie of the year. It's between this and Mad Max. I kind of like this better than Mad Max, though.
I enjoyed Mad Max. I'm trying to think. Because Mad Max was fun. This was, like, really freaking deep.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Mad Max was deep. In a way. In its own way.
Yeah.
But no, like, this movie's fucking amazing. If you do not openly cry when you watch this for the first time, I'm not convinced you have a soul.
I didn't cry, but I think a part of me almost got teary.
I think I saw this on opening day. There wasn't a dry eye in the house. I saw there was like a group of teenagers behind me. They were openly weeping at the very end.
Well, yeah, they're teenagers.
Well, yeah, that too. But still. I heard sniffles throughout. Anyway, so yeah, Pixar's back in form. And, you know, they're known for making movies with deep emotions. So, you know, they make a movie about emotions. How could that possibly lead to a tearjerker? Yeah. So, yeah, if you've seen the trailer, you're basically what the movie's about. Although it's got a lot more depth to it than you think the trailer would.
Yeah.
Basically, it's about this kid named Riley, who's this 11-year-old girl who's moving to San Francisco. And, hey, I'd get sad, too, if that was the case. But,
No, I'd be sad if I moved to Oakland.
you know...
Sorry, Oakland. I've had a bad experience. I have my reasons.
Dude, I have a self-defense teacher. His tip for Oakland was don't go to Oakland.
Wish I followed that piece of advice.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, man. It was a long time ago, man. Get over it.
Yeah, it was a year.
Yeah.
2.
And you suck it up. Anyway.
You try getting a gun pointed at you.
Fine. Anywho.
Yeah, sorry, Oakland.
We get it. You got robbed in Oakland. Let's move on.
I said I was apologizing, damn it. I was being sincere. Go Golden State Warriors. I don't follow sports, but go anyway.
Can we talk about the movie now?
Yes.
Okay. Because the movie I actually want to talk about, goddammit.
Yeah.
Because, again, it's really fucking good. And I've always been fascinated with this kind of gimmick in the past with movies. So, like, I'm a sucker for this kind of storytelling.
Yeah.
So I was immediately like, oh, cool, this is going to be fun. I'm catching all the little psychological terms. Although I will admit subconscious kind of disappointed me a little bit. If I'm going to extremely nitpick. Because there's this part in the movie where, I guess kind of spoiler. Like, you don't expect spoilers from us at this point, but... When they go into subconscious, where all the biggest subconscious fears are held, and there's like a clown, there's broccoli, and there's a vacuum cleaner, and I'm over in the corner going, ooh, where's the fear of loneliness and dying alone? Where's the fear of my family dying from cancer? There it is.
Oh.
Where's the fear of realizing no one will ever love me? That's the shit I'm looking for. It's like, oh, a clown. Oh, okay. At least throw a spider in there or something.
Oh, God, no. God, no.
So, right off the bat, the setup for this movie is fucking great.
Yeah.
Very insanely creative. Tons of ideas thrown in here. This is the second time I've seen it, and I've caught, like, a lot of shit I did not catch the first time around. Like, one of the best jokes I completely missed from the first time I watched it was the facts and opinions joke, and I thought that was actually...
Oh, yeah. Admittedly, I expected kind of like something to follow up from that, but yeah, that was a good little subtle joke.
I was fine with it just being a one-off joke, and like, leave it at that.
I mean, just like immediately following up, like, she gets into an argument with the parents and just like says something like, no?
No, I liked it better that they didn't do that.
Yeah.
It's when you have to think about it to figure it out.
Yeah.
This movie has a fucking Chinatown reference. Which we were the only ones that laughed at that.
Yeah.
It was even more embarrassing when I saw it the first time. I was only going, ha! Dead silence, or what else? Like, you uncultured swine.
Yeah. At least you had a buddy for that one. Yeah!
So now I had someone else to be like the only one laughing at the Chinatown joke. And I was like, no, Jake. It's Clown
Town.
Everyone's going, ha ha. Everyone's like, what the fuck are they laughing at? It's like, oh, man. Anywho.
We went to 6 years of film school for this?
That one was too sad for me.
Oh, I'm
like the clown bits made me sad because I'm like, oh fuck, that's me.
Yeah.
That lonely guy standing with the lone balloon animal going, hey kids, you want to do this? And then they're running away.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've lived that moment. Anywho, so the basic premise of this is you have Joy, which is who played her?
Amy Poehler.
Amy Poehler, and then you have Sadness and Disgust, Fear, which is Bill Hader, and my favorite, Anger, played by Lewis Black.
Yeah. Also Mindy Kaling was Disgust. I'm not sure.
I didn't know. So even her role is kind of minimalized in comparison to that one's. Anger steals the fucking show.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna cast anyone to play Anger, you could not do better than Lewis Black.
Yeah.
We can say that curse word we know. It's a good one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's the deed. Oh, sorry, press the button again.
I connect. So obviously you can tell which one I connected with. It's like, yeah, that is the curse word we know.
I'm still
fucking awesome.
Yeah. Props to you, Captain F-Ball.
Yes, Captain F-Ball. I can remember that, or it was Captain Curse Word. Your family calls me.
Mine in both.
It's entirely interchangeable. I'm sure.
But I still say my favorite joke viz though was the bear one.
Oh my god, this hairy guy. Which joke we talking about? I was like, I saw a hairy guy. He could be a bear. He looked like a bear. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Because what happened?
Well, just also the other connotation of that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, American Dad. You got that one stuck in my head.
Alright, fair enough. Anywho, yeah, so I guess again, kind of what the movie's about is the fact that every memory is storing these little bubbles, and each one's like defined by an emotion, which is joy, sadness, disgust, whoever's kind of running the show at the time. But there's these 5 core memories. They're called core memories because they're memories that basically define their personality, and they have these fun theme parks that are based around these core memories that appear outside the little headquarters. This world is surprisingly complex.
Yeah.
The more I try to describe it.
There was the Hockey Land, Goofball.
Land. There's
family,
Honesty.
Yeah, Honest. What's the other one? Oh, Friendship.
Friendship, yeah. And those form of who Riley is. But one day around 11, their whole family moves to San Francisco, and stuff starts getting different. Things starts changing. Everyone kind of starts freaking out, and then Sadness comes in and starts touching the memories, which turns them sad. I guess she has that unique ability.
Well, I think that was meant to be the whole idea of kind of repress.
Oh yeah, no,
feelings.
I got that impression too. I know exactly what they were going for with that, and I thought it was fucking brilliant. Yeah. Well, it's just a touch of sadness kind of fucks everything up a little bit.
Or even just the idea of holding it back just makes things even worse.
Yeah, I mean to be fair, I've watched 2 or 3 other videos talking about this movie, and they all kind of came to the same consensus, and I would lie if I wasn't one of them. We're all kind of watching the movie for starters and thinking, damn it, Sam, stop fucking things up.
Yeah.
Stop fucking touching shit. Just stay in a little sadness circle. I mean, Joy's kind of a bitch. If we're just kind of blocking off sadness into the corner, basically, because Joy's trying to keep, everything happy. She's trying to keep everything going, but sadness keeps kind of trying to ebb her way in and keeps doing things out of instinct rather than deliberately trying to screw things up.
Yay, my head!
Yeah, no. So, yeah, no, I think you and I kind of same thought. I was like, oh, that's what happened.
So that's why I can't control things.
Yeah, it's all the people in my head.
Yeah.
Which, I'll get paid to tell that to people later.
Yeah.
So there's one incident in class where she gets called on and Sadness gets involved, and they make a core memory that's built around Sadness.
Yeah.
So Joy panics and tries to prevent that core memory from, infesting the rest of the core memories. But in the process, both Joy and Sadness get sucked up to long-term memory.
With the core memories.
With the core memories, and which basically means she has no personality.
Yeah. Well, she does. It's just mostly something of self-loathing.
Yeah, because at that point, just fear, disgust, and rage are in charge because there's no Joy and Sadness are gone. So Joy and Sadness have to rush back to headquarters before basically before she becomes a psychopath. Or before something really bad happens,
Yeah.
which
Before she basically has an emotional shutdown.
Yeah, emotional shutdown.
Turns into Hannibal Lecter.
Sad. Hey.
Yeah.
There's a sad core memory.
Yeah, that one developed about 2 days ago.
I don't know, Netflix might save it.
Please, Netflix or Amazon, you know what to do.
Just, anywho. So, this camera needs more me. There you go. Alright. Narcissism. I wonder what that looks like.
Probably the imaginary boyfriend from Canada.
I would die for Riley. So many great fucking ideas in this movie. So there's really are just a ton of great visual gags, just the language, like the wordplay and all kinds of just fun ideas in this movie. It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, like what was it when they're going through
Turn the car off for a bit.
was the abstract thing?
Yeah, abstract thought. Yeah.
Oh god, that was glorious.
Even though there's the terms I haven't learned yet, so I'm like, oh, I gotta look that shit up.
So I just laughed. It's like, oh god, it's like we're what was the first stage?
I forget what it was, but they start turning like Picasso paintings.
Yeah, just like abstract shape. Oh no, stage 2 deconstruction.
Oh yeah, that was it. That's what it was. Just great visual and like trippiest Pixar movie by far so far. But again, we gotta talk about the one everyone's kind of talking about on the internet, the character that was in none of the trailers.
Bing Bong?
Bing Bong, yeah.
Oh god, I knew what was gonna happen with that. I was like, oh no.
I thought for sure Bing Bong was gonna be the villain. Like
I didn't get that vibe.
Like, as soon as it came, I was like, well, he's not in any of the trailers. And, like, this old Pixar movie's almost always, like, up to this point, I've always had a villain. It's like, oh, he's going to be the villain because he doesn't want to be forgotten.
Even Pixar had a bear. I mean, even Brave.
Well, technically, they did. Brave was Pixar, so.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was. I was just saying, even their villain, when they wasn't really needed to be one, was a freaking bear.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, I can only assume San Francisco is the villain.
Yeah,
it's all San Francisco's fault.
Damn pizza with broccoli.
Thank you, San Francisco. You ruined pizza. First the Hawaiians, now you.
Yeah.
Again, Lou's black.
I'm surprised he didn't say Chicago.
Chicago has good pizza.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
The running joke is that there's always that argument between, because I'm pretty sure he's New York, and there's always that joke between, like, New York pizza and Chicago.
I'm not familiar with that line of thought. That's probably why they didn't use that joke, because only, like, people who are keenly aware of that debate, apparently, can understand it.
Yeah.
But, and probably that will piss off people from Chicago. Everyone goes like, yeah, Hawaiian pineapple sucks on pizza. I think that's a consensus most of us can agree to, except for the few people out there that like pineapples, who I'm sure will probably find this and hate me for all eternity.
So you hate pineapples too?
I'm not a big fan.
Suck it, pineapple!
We're bonding today. Like, this is like we just went through war. This is peacetime. It's like Batman. It's like The Dark Knight Rises.
Or was it that?
We'll have Ted 2 be Bane.
Or that movie where the French and Germans decided to, like, celebrate Christmas together before getting back to shooting each other.
That's a great fucking movie.
Yeah.
Have you watched that movie?
No, but I've been told it's fantastic.
I actually have it on DVD.
I must watch this.
Because I got it from Netflix and I never returned it.
Yeah. So, or the Cliff Notes version, that one scene on the train in Snowpiercer.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Happy New Year! Yeah!
That fucking movie. Great movie, but fucking movie. Anyway. But again, this kind of comes to why I liked Monsters University, although this is 10 times better than Monsters University. I will admit, looking back on, I think I talked about this before, like looking back on Monsters University now, it's like, this wasn't as good as I thought it was. It was mostly that third act that made it worth watching.
Yeah.
But this one is good from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And it teaches a lesson, again, that's not taught very much in children's movies. Yeah. And it's one that's...
Hell, even in terms of grown-ups when it comes to emotions.
Yeah, like, again, it's so fucking important, and it's never talked about in movie, like, in especially in kids' movies.
Yeah.
Where it's like, guys, you need sadness. Sadness, it's okay to be sad. It's important.
Yeah.
And you need it, especially as you go older and you develop emotional complexity. Like, it's hugely important growing up.
Which I like that little visual thing in the end where, like, you notice they have, like, all these swirled memories are together. Or like,
yeah, like it says, like, especially you get older, like, emotions aren't simple, and it's never black and white. There's a lot of different emotions that go into a lot of different things. And, again, it very brilliantly visualizes that and explains that just through the dialogue and the way the characters are perceived. In fact, there's a very subtle nod. I noticed the second time watching this movie, and it kind of comes back to you can't have joy without sadness.
Yeah.
Which tied into, like, the big reveal in the second half of the movie. But I noticed Joy has blue hair. No one else has a different color hair than what their skin is, except for Joy.
That is an interesting thing. I did not realize either.
Like, that's something I noticed. I was like, wait a minute. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but if it was intentional, yeah, I'm willing to bet it was. Like, that's actually a very brilliant, subtle touch to that.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's really creative. That's really inventive. Because, like, again, you can't have joy without sadness. If you have nothing to be sad about, you have nothing to be happy about either. Again, you can't have one without the other.
Yeah, which they definitely address very well in this.
Like, again, a lot of it's visual.
Yeah.
Like, even in the very beginning, which I love that intro sequence, by the way.
Yeah, just, like, poof into existence, you know, there's kind of like that whole imagination thing. It's just like...
Well, it's more like how the aspect of Joy is just amazed at the new world just as much as, like, the baby is, obviously. So, again, it's very creatively done. And then, of course, sadness pops in 5 seconds later.
Yeah. I think 33 seconds to be
33
exact.
seconds, yeah, that's what they said. But again, it also demonstrates, you know, just how sadness helps you empathize with others. Again, it goes back to that great scene with Bing Bong.
Yeah.
Because Bing Bong, was her imaginary friend, who's basically just a drifter homeless man now.
Yeah.
Now that she's older, and she's largely forgotten him.
Yeah.
So he just goes around and steals happy memories that he likes.
Yeah.
But he decides to help him because Joy says, "Oh, I can help her remember you, so we can help you guys go to the moon on your rocket ship that's powered by song," which apparently is a key plot element. Go figure.
Yeah.
Which also leads to one of the movie's more heartbreaking scenes.
Yeah. I knew one of the things like we knew was going to happen. It's just like you hear the words imaginary friends, just like, uh-oh.
Again, I thought for sure he was going to be the villain. I thought that's what they were building him up to be. So I like that they didn't go that route.
Yeah.
Because again, this movie did not need a villain. So it's like, again, I'm obviously someone at some point, it's like, look, there's no need for it. This movie is perfectly sufficient with that one.
Yeah.
The emotion, there's enough conflict here with just the emotions trying to deal with this big life change that we don't need something like that to add spice to it. Like, what we have is sufficient.
Yeah.
And again, this is Pixar at its best. This is what Pixar does well. They know how to balance characters. They know how to make good characters. They know how to they make you know how to feel.
Yeah.
And they do it so effortlessly when they do it right, of course. I'm looking at you, Cars, too.
Yeah, it is good that they were back now. Cause
I hope so. I hope it stays that way. We'll see how the Good Dinosaur turns out.
Which I missed the I was gonna watch the teaser before we started that.
Well, you can look it up easily enough. It's pretty short. It doesn't really tell you much. So.
Yeah. I'm assuming Utopia told more than Good Dinosaur.
Yeah, it did. But anywho, yeah, like that's again, it's such an important lesson to learn, and it's something like even when I'm talking to people that are sad about stuff, which happens quite often, by the way. The one phrase. No, you're only one of many, dude.
Hooray! I'm not unique. Oh.
We'll talk about the uniqueness later, because there's actually but anywho, like, the one phrase I often find that I can say to people, and it just breaks them down because no one ever fucking says this, is it's okay to be sad.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be sad.
Yeah, and they pretty much address the whole idea of denial of emotions as well, which is just like, Joy is definitely a person in denial.
Yeah.
Like, it goes beyond optimism. Like, obviously, she, you know, as we mentioned, she tries to do her best to keep the ship afloat, make sure everything goes well, but by doing so, obviously, this leads to repression, which leads to sadness.
Acting out. Yeah. And it also comes back to, it's like, like some of the memories that were important to you later on will get tainted by sadness. That's what life does. It's inevitable. You can't fight it. Or you can try, but you're not going to win.
Yep, it just makes it worse.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's like there is a way to balance the two. They do cancel each other out. Now, granted, one can win over the other, but ideally, you want to learn that it's okay to feel both. And if you accept that, life becomes easier. Ideally. I should point that out, ideally. But even then, there's so much personalization, like, and even then they show, like, glimpses of other people's worlds. Yeah. Like, the dad is ruled by anger, which I thought was funny.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, whoever motion's
right.
in charge sits in, like, the main middle chair. So, like, the mom's, you know, like, the sadness was in the mom's main chair, and anger was in the dad's main chair, and the bus driver was just all anger.
Oh, that was great.
And stuff like that. So, like, little touches like that are very creative and, like, a very world building.
Yeah.
And really sells this concept of how everyone has their own little unique inner world.
Yeah.
And again, I'm a sucker for this shit. I love this crap. And again, some just great visual ideas, like the dream sequence with the dog.
Oh.
Because there's this part where Joy, Sadness, and Bing Bong are trying to ride the train of thought, which is a little train, back to headquarters, but it stops when Riley falls asleep. But they conveniently land right by Dreamland, Dream Productions is what it's called, where it's basically like Hollywood. And they try to wake her up by first trying to make it seem like a really, really happy dream, so they'll excite her awake, which of course doesn't work. Yeah. But I also like how Sadness was the smart one. Yeah. I thought that was also a really nice little touch.
Yeah. Pessimism, it'll save your life.
No, it won't. Don't even get me started on depression statistics. But, anywho, let's go back to Joy. Yay! But then, like, so they get into, like, this dual dog suit, and they start dancing around the dream because of a reality filter makes it all look dreamscape-esque. So then Sadness goes, this isn't working, so she tries to separate herself, so the dog suit rips in half. And just but then in the reality filter, it looked like the dog just split in two, and you can see like the meat and the bone and stuff inside. Meanwhile, Fear's watching on the headquarters because I guess everyone has like one emotion has to stay up to watch the dreams, like dream duty, I think is what they call it, or something like that. Dream monitoring or something like that. Either way, so Fear is up watching that night, so he just watched the dog just split in half, and then one Art starts chasing the other around the room, and Fear just fucking panics until like other shit happens, which just goes like, pick a plot. Yeah.
All right, they like try to get the camera off, and they see that unicorn thing. He's just like eating a muffin or something.
Like a plate of donuts, and he goes, pick a plot.
Dreams.
And then they go to subconscious, in which my cynical brain is like, oh man, this is such a wasted opportunity. Yeah. We can get all kinds of weird subconscious shit out here. Like, here is a dream of dying alone, and I already said that one. What's another subconscious dream I could pick apart? It's like, it's
all about loneliness.
Fear of falling to your death. There's a good one. Death and loneliness. Those are the two big ones. Those make up all kinds of subconscious fears. Yeah. Ooh, here's my dream of becoming an alcoholic. There you go.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit too young to think about that.
You never know. What if his dad's alcoholic? Sequel.
Pixar just don't.
No, sequel will be about puberty. It hints at it. There's a big puberty line.
I know.
I hope they don't make a sequel. It's like up. It's like, no, one and done. You did good. Stop it right there.
Yeah.
But I think we do have to talk about Bing Bong's, spoiler alert, death scene.
Yeah.
Which make all the little kids cry. Like, no, not Bing Bong. He's part cotton candy and elephant and dolphin.
And cat?
Oh yeah, cat. Yeah, that was it. So they end through a series of wacky circumstances that take too long to describe. Joy and Bing Bong end up in the dump, which is the term for like all the memories that get forgotten and fade away. But when Bing Bong gets there, he starts to fade away. And that's when they realized that Bing Bong's rocket that got pushed in there earlier in the movie is still there. And they try to use that to get back up to the surface. Yeah. But they can't do it. And Bing Bong realized he's not going to make it no matter what.
Well, I think it was also the idea, like, he was weighing her down.
He's weighing her down, and the fact that, like, I think he kind of realized, like, I'm not going to make it out of this no matter what happens. So if I might as well just sacrifice myself, which he does, and then all the kids cry, and they're like, I keep seeing articles on BuzzFeed is just how much apparently that scene just ruined like children's lives. like it's like Mufasa's death in Lion King.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah, so it's like it's gonna be that scene for future generations. Not Bing Bong, no! Which I realized, like, someone pointed this out to me, is like, oh my god, that's the paranoid guy from Scrubs.
As the lawyer?
Not Ted, no, remember that patient, the hypochondriac? That goes in for the full body scan?
Vaguely.
He pops in a few episodes, you know, he goes in there, he insists something's wrong with him. Dr. Cox hates him.
I vaguely remember. It's been too long since I've seen it. Like, because I remember that voice, I just could not remember what the hell the guy looked like.
I don't know what else he was in, but I know that's where I know him from. I was like, oh, okay. I imagine him sitting there going, I want to know everything that's wrong with me. But for those who get that reference, you know, let me know in the comments. But yeah, so Bing Bong dies. And then you follow that up with what almost made me cry, and I never cry in movies. Which, like, the climax of the movie is Riley decides, anger comes from the idea to run away back to Minnesota because that's where they were happy. So therefore, that's where they can be happy again. Yeah,
or also, the idea they can, as you know, to quote, they can make new core memories.
Yeah, but the key is Minnesota and not San Francisco, which he may be onto something.
Traffic alone in that city, which they also addressed perfectly.
Yeah, just like
was it the weird curvy street thing that I can't remember the name for? That is just hell.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I've ridden those fucking streets. I hate those fucking streets. This is the point where he has anger in my steering wheel. But anywho, so where's it going with this? Oh yeah, but at the very last minute, Joy realizes that sadness is important, and using her army of imaginary boyfriends who all sacrifice themselves bravely for Riley as they plummet to their death.
Oh my god.
Joy and Sadness imagine make it back to the room, and Joy lets Sadness take the wheel as Riley heads back to realize her mistake, gets off the bus, and runs back home. And then you get the scene with her and the parents. Yeah. And it's fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah, she pretty much has a breakdown.
Yeah, just has a complete breakdown. I think a majority of kids watching this movie, like even adults watching this movie, has had a moment in their life like this.
Yeah.
The circumstances are probably different. Maybe it wasn't running away, maybe it was something else, but we've all had a moment like this.
I don't want to move just 5 miles down the road.
Was that yours?
Yep. Oh, no, it was more than 5. Well, maybe it was. It wasn't that far in retrospect.
Either way, you had that moment where you couldn't take it anymore. You're just like even then, like early on in the movie, they built this up by build up early in the movie where the mother comes in and he goes, look, this is a really hard transition. Your dad's having a really stressful time. You can try to be happy for us. That would be great. That'd help us a lot. And then she comes down and she breaks down. It's like, I know you want me to be happy, but I can't. I'm sad. I miss home. I miss everything I had back then. And you can just feel everyone in the audience just go, oh.
Yeah.
Because again, everyone's had that moment. Everyone's had that moment of just pure heartbreak where you just can't take it anymore and just completely break down into tears.
Yeah.
And it's a healing moment. And again, everyone's had that moment as a kid. Everyone's had that moment as an adult. And it's such a huge defining moment. And again, it becomes a core memory very appropriately. But
yeah.
Again, it comes down to develop emotional complexity, realizing that you can't always be happy, you can't always be sad, you can never always just be one thing. You have to be more than one thing, because that's how you grow, that's how you learn, that's how you develop as a person.
Yeah.
And this movie, I managed to cram that into an hour-and-a-half kids movie. Very complex adult ideas. And does it through cutesy, colorful, very imaginative animation.
Yeah. That's one of the things people always talk about, is like, is Pixar like a company that makes kids movies or kid-friendly movies?
I would say probably more kid-friendly.
Yeah, exactly. Like this, because like obviously there's a lot of adult-oriented humor in here, as well as the themes are like so complex.
Mm-hmm. Like even then, like I think the closest like kids show I can think of right now that does these kind of things is oddly enough Adventure Time. Like I don't know if you watch the show at all or not.
Not in a long time, but it's good. I've not seen the late stuff that we're.
The late stuff though, like like the most recent stuff is actually very, very philosophical. I think they just actually like the last episode they had talk about open door philosophy. Do you know? Yeah, I take it you don't know what that is.
Enlighten me.
I don't know if this is a real thing or there's something that they named for the show, but it basically is like, if I do this action, I open this door of opportunity. And like,
oh, so basically the idea of actions and consequences.
basically, or it's like I choose the doors I want to open and the opportunities I want to, are based on the opportunities around me, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But again, it's like, it's kind of a mixture of both. It's clearly designed for kids, but it has complex ideas that kids can absorb and attach to.
Yeah.
Which is good. That's a great thing. It's something that kids should be learning. Like this, like lesson in the last movie and Monsters University too, are very important lessons for kids, and something that's not taught very often. Which, oddly enough, kind of leads to depression. So, like, we should talk about this shit more, because sadness is important. If you think you're never supposed to be sad, you're going to hate yourself for feeling sad, which is a self-recurring cycle that leads to depression and other terrible mental illnesses that you have to deal with, that I'm probably going to get paid to deal with at some point in the future. That's when it's like, all right, just watch this movie, though. Change everything.
Yeah. So you're confused about emotions. Here's Inside Out.
It's like, it's complexity hidden inside simplicity.
Yeah.
Which is something I'm always a sucker for.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about a kid's movie, and we're having a philosophical conversation where I'm just rambling, you're more just nodding your head. But
yes, because I can relate to all of it.
yeah, so I mean, like, yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts on that? But
yeah, it's a very disturbingly accurate personification of the insanity that is the human mind.
Yeah. I mean, it's also really funny. Let's make that clear. I mean, as much as most complexity is there, it's a fucking really funny movie, too.
Yeah.
Again, just Louis Black. It's fucking great. I have all the curse words in the English language. And then...
Oh, what was it when Riley, in the end, when Riley bumped into that one guy?
Oh, yeah. Girl!
Yes, he appeared as...
Because, like, in the end of the movie, they kind of fun with the concept and show, like, everyone else's little inner world. One, like, a teenage boy, like, a 12-year-old boy's inner world, when he runs into Riley, it's just every emotion running around and screaming. Yeah. And it's just, like, alarm goes off in the background going, girl, girl, girl. And Fear's just huddled in a corner, screaming and crying. I don't know what to do.
Oh, that was fantastic.
And then you have the bus driver who's all ruled by anger.
Also, the cats and the cat and dog.
The dog is like, food, chase the food, and cat is just, everyone's wandering around, and whatever emotion is dominant is just the one that conveniently walks on the table that moment. That's fucking great.
You're like batting the little handles.
The one that's kind of my favorite, though, oddly enough, is the popular girl one.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, can they see right through us?
Yeah.
No, we can't. We have eyeshadow on.
Yeah. It's like, we're fake. Do you think they know that we're fake?
That's the one I liked best. I don't know. I'm weird that way. I was like, that's the one like, bitches. Oh, God. I mean, we pretty much covered everything. I think, like, again, just a really fucking good movie.
It is.
Oh,
yeah.
I tell you what, there's one more joke we forgot to talk about.
Yeah.
My favorite recurring joke I've seen all year.
Yes! The triple dent.
The triple dent, because there's this joke where these people that work in long-term memory who are in charge of getting rid of the old memories and keeping the ones that we will remember for long-term. So,
which led to one plot hole, which I'll address after this, because this joke is just so damn good.
It's really worth addressing, dude. I think you're thinking way too much about this.
It's worth addressing. It's like, I'm not, like I said, it's like, the fact this is the only problem I had is pretty damn impressive.
Okay, we'll talk about that in a bit. Yeah. But anyway, these people, they suck out the memories that are old and fading, so they're not useful anymore.
Yeah.
Which leads to some good one-liners like, why do we have all these phone numbers? They're on her phone. Get rid of all of them. Or it's like, president's names? You got Lincoln and Washington in there. You can suck up the rest. Or what's the other one? I was like, 4 years of piano lessons. Keep chopsticks, and the other one, you can get rid of the rest of them. And then they start talking to him, and then he goes like, yeah, the ones we don't use, it's throw away more, except this one. We love this one. It's a triple deck song for a gum commercial. Yeah. We just send this up to headquarters for no reason.
Yeah. You know what? We're gonna do it right now.
They suck it up there, you see anger in the control room going, okay, no, but this right. Oh, not this again! Click. It keeps popping up at random times in the rest of the movie. So it's like, we're gonna run away now. Triple deck. Go. No! Ah!
Did that happen to one of the people that was going on afterwards too?
Oh yeah, what happened to the bus driver?
That's what it was.
So the bus driver's like, okay, we'll just go to our happy place. Triple deck. No!
That's what it was.
Like, that is a fantastic fucking joke.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I thought they would have stopped at 3, because that's usually the rule. The fact they went that 4th time, and they did it the perfect spot, I was like, well done, good sirs, well done.
Alright, so,
this led to one potential plot hole, which, you know...
I still think you're thinking way too much about it.
Wow, I'm thinking too much about a movie that involves thinking?
Well, I mean, if I want to be nitpicky as shit, I can think of, well, wait a minute. So if the emotions have emotions, doesn't mean the emotion has a little table inside their head.
I was actually thinking about that too.
Yeah, so again, you can make plot holes. My point is, why bother?
Yeah. Well, basically at some point, like, after they do that whole, you know, put the random, you know, triple dent thing in there.
Nah.
At some point, the mention's like, yeah, so we just send these up to headquarters. I just thought, and it was like, wait a minute, why didn't you just open up that vent and put the core memories in there so they could plug them back in?
Well, it's like, I don't think, like... Okay, fair point, but still...
Yeah!
Still, I think they're thinking, oh, we need to get back up there, too. And plus, it was more a matter of trying to put it the way they want to put it in there. If you just have it on recall, that could get lost in the shuffle.
Well, but keep in mind, they try to put replacement memories in there to make them core memories.
True, I don't know, I guess one of those things...
Yeah.
You know, you can tell even as good as the movie is, you can tell there's still parts where they're stretching things out.
Yeah.
Which I was fine with, because again, the stuff they stretched it out was good stuff.
Yeah, because I mean, it was just great pace, great humor, great depth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, overall, just, like I said, this is easily, I think...
of the abstract world again. Oh no, 3rd stage! We're 2-dimensional now! Oh god, it is. I'm so glad we finally got like a great movie.
I know, like it looks like it might be turning around. We might be like between this and Dope, which I hear is pretty good. It looks like things are turning around a little bit. I mean, we still got Ted 2, but and Vacation apparently, which I gotta go see. Yeah.
Oh god.
And we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I mean, you don't have to see it. I'm making you go see it. But, well, Ted 2, you're coming with me on. Good.
Yep.
Because
I knew after that trailer, I knew it was not going to be good, but at least I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, well, you already saw A Million Ways to Die in the West. Can't be worse than that.
I hope.
Probably not.
Yeah.
The odds are against them on that one. A Million Ways to Die in the West is pretty bad.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, you want to talk about Lava?
Sure.
I liked it. Lava was a little short that appeared before the beginning of the movie.
It was. Let me put it this way, I liked the visuals more than the song.
I thought the song was fine.
It was just like, why do I feel like Randy Newman had a hand in this?
Oh, even Randy Newman is in this. I don't say, I thought this was better than Randy Newman songs. No, you know what Randy Newman songs went, doo-ba-doo, doo-ba-doo, doo-ba-doo.
I just mean in terms of the lyrics though, because...
Don't get over the pun.
Yeah.
Like, that's like... I hate puns and I got over it.
Yeah.
Because that's great visuals. It's like,
oh, the visuals were fantastic.
Like, I mean, like, Pixar animation is getting scary good. Like, even like the baby, like, for a second looked like a real baby. I was kind of freaking me out.
Just like, damn!
That's a good looking baby. Damn, that's a good looking baby.
Oh, yeah!
God damn, that's a good looking baby. Now this one we can keep. Because damn, that was an ugly baby.
I forgot all about that song.
I'm a Stephen Lynch fan, I'll admit.
But, yeah, it's just, the whole thing is basically about a Lava who's, like, constantly, you know...
singing about how he wants someone to love. And but it's like, this almost could have had a way worse ending than we got.
Yeah. Admittedly, and I'm not gonna lie, it's like, as I said, the visuals, like... even with some of the corny lyrics, it's like, oh, that is depressing.
Oh yeah, like right off the bat. Like right off the bat, we're doing this. Because like what it is like he's saying about how his loneliness but there's a female island conveniently below him is listening to the song, but she's in underwater, so she can't see him.
Yeah, no, she's like, and she killed him.
So anyway, like the other islands like slowly start sinking deeper and deeper into the ocean, and his song gets more and more depressing as it goes forward, until the female island rises up. But at this point, like the water is cut up to his nose or like his eyes, so he can't talk to her, and her back is turned. So eventually he's underwater and she's up top, and she starts singing. It's like, if this is how it fucking ends, this is the single most depressing animated short I've ever seen.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have given them the credit for the balls if they did that.
Oh, there's no way. Like, even though I was like, no, we have to have a happy ending here.
I'm not gonna lie, I also got a thought of Dexter's Lab. The thing where they're making fun of Speed Racer. If only your sister Dee Dee could be here. Dad, I'm right here. Dee Dee, where have you been these past 5 years? I've been right behind you this entire time. Oh, that's silly. You know I never looked there.
Again, I was kind of thinking of there was kind of one part in Adventure Time that I kind of talked about that. There's two mountains. One can talk and is all sad. The other one's all happy. But he doesn't want the boy. She doesn't want the boy mountain to turn around and see her because she likes looking at his ass. I'm not even kidding. That's the plot line. Like, no, wow. I like looking at the backside.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know some adult jokes in that show.
But yeah, back to lava though. Eventually he hears the island singing, then he craps lava and like raises back to the thing.
And then they're all a happy couple. Yay, yeah. No kids are crying anymore. Yeah. Cause like this happened like right before, like there was a little kid next to me and she was like going like, is the movie gonna start now? Like, was that the movie? Because it kind of had like a 3-act structure.
Yeah.
And just like not even 5 minutes short. I liked lava. I thought it was pretty good. So
it's all right. It's like it's not my favorite short. There, it's like it's not my favorite, but you know, it was decent.
All right, yeah. So trailer-wise, like you said, you missed the teaser for the Good Dinosaur, which, I don't know, it's like one funny gag in there that basically explains the concept, like one of the dinosaurs never died, basically.
Okay.
So basically, it's like you see a comet coming down, it says, what if the comet missed? And you see like a shooting star shoot past all these eating dinosaurs, and you go, Let's go back to eating. And then you see like a little bit of teaser, like I'm assuming the main character, which looks like Littlefoot, but really green, and then it cuts to the Good Dinosaur title, and that's it. So
okay.
You didn't miss much. But we got a trailer for Utopia, which I don't know, could be interesting.
Well, I saw, people behind. Well, I'm not sure it was the people, but the studio behind, Frozen and Big Hero 6. I was like, okay.
I mean, this is a Disney one. It's not Pixar.
Yeah.
So it's like I like how they actually have to explain what an anthropomorphic animal is.
Yeah.
There's some fun visual styles, although I couldn't think of like, wait a minute. If this is like the real modern world, wouldn't the treatment of the bunny be racist? Rampant racism through the society.
Yeah. Well, in all fairness, the rabbit was a cop who tranked him.
True. That's because he was a racist.
Yeah.
You could trank a racist motherfucker. It's okay.
Yep.
But even then, like, I like the design of the characters. The animation looks good. I mean, I don't know anything about the story, but I kind of like the way the trailer was formatted. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
So there is a brain behind it, so that could be fun. I don't know. I'm optimistic.
Yeah.
And then we got a trailer for Ant-Man in this, which
we'd already talked about.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. We got Minions trailer again. The funny part is I got the trailer for Max when I saw this for the first time. I was like, why is there a trailer about a PTSD dog in my Pixar movie?
Still remember we got that in that.
And do you believe? Yeah. You realize if with Patreon supporters, someone gives us money and tells us to go see a religious movie, we have to go see it now.
Don't donate!
To the fan who likes me when I see religious movies, there's your chance. So.
Oh, what luck! I had to quit.
I didn't see you have to go see it.
Yeah, I know.
Although if he pays enough, it's like, you want Grant to go see it? Fuck yeah, Grant, we're doing this.
Yeah. Member of MTCN team found dead in pool.
Double suicide has occurred in the September 12th today. Yeah.
He had a noose and slit wrists. How the hell did he pull that off?
Very clever timing.
Yeah.
Or one of those contraptions.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Worst circus act ever.
The Rube suicide machine. Oh,
like, what's that one? Whose line is it anyway? Shortest circus act ever. Anywho, I think that's all we got to talk about.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else you want to say? Anything else to cover?
No, just watch this movie.
It's easily one of the best movies of the year.
Please get nominated for Best Picture.
Oh, it's gonna win. Like, no matter what other anime movie comes out this year, this one's gonna win, guaranteed.
They better.
It's Pixar, dude.
No, it's definitely gonna win Best Anime. I'm saying get nominated for Best Picture.
Gotcha. Like I said, we'll see what comes out of award season. That's what, like, we're getting to that point where I feel like we're getting over that plateau of just shit, kind of good, shit, but
yeah,
like and we've still got Dope. We got Dope next week, and we got Me and Earl the Dying Girl.
Yeah.
We still got Ted 2, but other than that, like, it looks like it was more good than bad.
Yeah.
So.
And there's a couple other indie films that, like, are supposedly pretty good, but it's just, like...
They're kind of hard to find and more just hard to make time for them.
Yeah. Mostly the latter, because I stop by Camera 7 all the time, just like...
Yeah. And even then, I kind of have a different opinion of indie movies than a lot of people do. Like, case in point, Love and Mercy. So... Next week, it'll be a busy week for us.
Yeah. That's called the schizophrenic version of Inside Out.
Oh, yeah. Let's see Paul Giamatti's brain in that one. Just a bunch of people going in there, going, good. Wonder what evil looks like. It's got little horns.
Yeah, that's the way we're gonna do it.
Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. You got any final closing thoughts?
Nope, just watch it.
Yep. See ya.
Watch it.
Pixar's back. Hopefully it stays that way. Hopefully Good Dinosaur will be just as good.
And Incredibles 2.
And God help us, Cars 3.
I'm sorry, I didn't even know that was in existence.
Yeah, it's coming out.
I'm sorry, what is Cars?
Good man. See you guys later.
Bye.